Dakota recently put up her apartment for rent online. After weeks of interviewing many potential tenants, she finally chose her first roommate, Haley. To be honest, I've never seen such a young landlady before. This apartment was passed down to me by my parents. I live here alone. The other 2 bedrooms were laying vacant, so I thought it'd be a good idea to rent it out. Are there any other tenants beside me? Not yet. I'm still searching. Before you move in, I must inform you about one thing. I'm a vegan. I don't eat meat and I don't allow anyone to bring meat to my apartment. If you want to eat meat, that's all right, but you have to keep your business outside. Oh, okay. Got it. I believe in love, you know. You shouldn't be causing pain to those poor animals. They have a right to live. Dakota. She's young, beautiful, she has a good job and was making a decent amount of money already, even before renting her apartment out. And Haley was a college student, a broke one, working part-time at S.A. Donald's alongside her studies. But she was fun, and after moving in, Haley and Dakota became good friends. Living together at the apartment wasn't an issue at all. But there was still another vacant bedroom, for which Dakota was searching for a tenant. Sometimes, Haley would help out interview who came by to check out the apartment. Eventually, the 2 found their next tenant. He sent a detailed email to Dakota with all his information. His name was Ted. He was a third-year student and was planning to move out of the college dorm. Dakota called Ted to an interview and a chance to view the apartment. All seemed great, and Dakota had decided to give the room to Ted. Haley also got a chance to meet her roommate beforehand. So, how long have you been living around here? I moved here when I started college. I'm from Arizona. That's cool. I've been to Arizona. If you don't mind me asking, are you dating or single? Is that part of the interview? Yeah, I mean, we'll be living together. We need to know who might come over. I have a girlfriend. Her name is Hazel. We've been dating for over a year now. Before you move in, there's a very important condition you must know. Dakota is vegan. She doesn't allow any meat into the apartment. You can't bring it or have it here. Thank you, Haley. I can't tolerate animal cruelty. It's so inhumane. I can't see it as food in any way. I think I can manage that. Dakota handed over the keys to Ted. He informed her he would be moving in the following week. Dakota was happy to have found another tenant who had no issues following her conditions. It wasn't that Dakota was actually strict about the apartment itself, but it was this condition that she could never overlook. Meat in the apartment was off limits, and this was something she always made sure from all her tenants. What was that about, Haley? Did you like him? Oh well, it's too bad he's taken. The first month went by fine. Everyone got along well. Dakota and Haley got a chance to meet Hazel when she came over to pick Ted. Every morning would be the same. Dakota was always the first to leave for work, followed by Haley, and lastly Ted. was one of these days, after Dakota had left. Haley was putting together a cereal bowl for breakfast. Ted walked up to the refrigerator and peered inside. He shrugged and frowned. Hey, don't you feel like eating meat? Or are you a vegan too? Haley raised her brow. Vegan? And me? No way. You know how much I miss my usual sausage and bacon in the morning? I'm not used to eating these fruity bowls. I thought I'd manage, but this is turning out to be difficult. I haven't been able to eat properly in the past month. I've been eating on my way back from the gym every day. It would have been easier if I could just bring it back home. After that workout, I need my protein, man. This is tough. Can't feel my muscles anymore. I know what you mean. Believe me, I love meat. But Dakota doesn't like it. She's the landlady and she's been nice. I don't want to offend her. This one time, I ordered some food from this restaurant. I wasn't aware it had meat in it. Dakota got pretty upset. You ordered meat? I thought this was a vegetable soup. I didn't know they put meat in it. Oh, well, I'm letting you go this time. You can have it, but don't let this happen again. Next time you'll have to throw it out. And not in the apartment. You'll have to take it out to the trash out on the curb and get rid of it outside. Sorry, Dakota. It was a silly mistake. It won't happen again. Ouch. Ouch. She's really strict about her diet, isn't she? It's not just that. She really loves animals and nature. She doesn't believe in harming life. I don't mind her approach. She's really soft-hearted. If you want to live here, it's better you eat whatever you want before you come home. It wasn't easy eating out all the time. It was uncomfortable. And Haley and Ted just didn't have the kind of money to be eating out every day. The two tried alternatives and managed with their new diet at home. Hey, I'm heading down to the supermarket. You guys need anything? No thank you, I'm fine. I actually need to pick up a few supplies. I'll go with you. Ted pulled out his car from the parking lot. Haley hopped inside and took in a deep breath. You smell that? Smells like someone in the building is grilling some BBQ ribs out on their balcony. My mouth is watering already. It's too bad we won't be able to grill up some. What's a summer without a barbecue party? I was trying to go along with Dakota, but we gotta do something about it. I miss eating steak. Suddenly, Ted's phone rang. It was Hazel. Hey babe, what's up? I have good news. What's that? I got the job at BI Pharma. We have to celebrate. How about at your place next week? There's this really popular restaurant. I'll pick up the food before I come. That's awesome, Hazel. But I don't know about eating at my place. The landlady Dakota here has a... Before Ted could finish his sentence, Haley ushered him to stop talking. I'll call you back, Hazel. Give me a minute. What? I have a great idea. Don't tell Hazel about the condition. Let her bring in all the meat she likes. Let's prank Dakota. She's probably never even tasted meat before. That's why she's so strict about it. Maybe if we prank her into trying some, she might like it and then allow us to bring in meat. Are you crazy, Hazel? What if she gets upset? Remember last time? That's why you can't tell Hazel, just in case Dakota freaks out. It'll be all on Hazel, but here's the catch. She won't really be able to blame Hazel because Hazel didn't even know about the condition in the first place. It was a mistake. Ted and Haley shook hands on the deal. When they returned home, Dakota was putting together some cauliflower steak and mashed potatoes. The apartment smelled like, well, seasoned veggies. Dakota, my girlfriend Hazel's gonna host a little get-together next week. She'll be bringing in the food. It'll just be us. I hope that's fine. She got accepted at the job she applied to. She wants to celebrate. Oh, congratulations. No problem. But make sure she doesn't bring any meat, alright? I was actually thinking we should stop using leather around here. Can you imagine what the animals must go through? Sick. Just sick. Haley looked at Ted, tensing up. He quickly butted in. Ted's been dating her for so long now, I'm sure Hazel knows already. Ted scratched his head and smirked. Yeah, she probably knows already. Later that day, when Dakota went out to run some errands, Ted popped by Haley's room. Why'd you say that? You know Haley doesn't know about the condition. If things go wrong, we'll just tell Dakota we thought we knew Hazel knew. Ted put up his hand for a high five. Gotta admit, you got some brains. She won't get to point out anyone, because it was all a misunderstanding after all. The next Friday, Hazel rang the doorbell. She had trays of food in her hand. Hazel, heard you got the job. Congratulations. Thanks, Dakota. Where should I put all the food? Just bring it to the dining table. The four gossiped and joked about this and that. After about an hour, Hazel offered to set up the table and went to serve the food in the kitchen. The friends sat together. Ted and Haley were exceptionally enthusiastic about the meal. I hope you guys like the food. I got this from my favorite restaurant. Everyone served themselves. Dakota picked out a few of her favorite dishes. You have to give me the address, Hazel. The food is great. Hazel passed over one of the dishes to Dakota. You didn't try the main dish yet, Dakota. Dakota served herself. She scooped up a bit and put it in her mouth. As soon as she gave a bite, Dakota froze. She widened her eyes. Her voice was low and deep. You brought meat? Hazel covered her mouth and spoke while she was eating. Yeah, this is the most popular dish the restaurant has on their menu. Why? Dakota put the spoon down. She clenched her fist. Her body began to tremble. Ted and Haley grinned at each other. Haley couldn't hold in her laughter until she looked at Dakota. Seeing Dakota's face made her freeze. Haley's heartbeat raced. Ted looked terrified. He anxiously pulled back his chair. Pearls of sweat dropped down his forehead. Haley stood up and stuttered. Dakota, are you okay? What is happening to you? You guys, made a big mistake. There's no turning back now. The next morning, police arrived at Dakota's apartment. They found the remains of a young man and a woman. After analyzing their belongings, they came to know it was the remains of one of the roommates, and most likely his partner. But the police were all confused as to how they had reached this horrible condition. They found out that the landlady and another roommate also lived in the apartment, but they seemed to be missing. Officer James, this is so strange. Nothing is making sense. It looks like an animal attack, like an angry bear or tiger teared them apart. These marks look like claws and sharp teeth of a wild beast. The officers noticed a trail of blood that led into one of the rooms. It led out to the balcony. It seemed whatever the wild creature was had gotten into the apartment and dragged along the other missing woman and the landlady along with it. Officer James furrowed his brows. How can this be? A wild creature out on the loose in the middle of this busy city of New York? This doesn't make sense.
If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family.